Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're going to be picking up where we left off last night in our stream, and we're going to be fighting the dancing lion divine beast. I do believe it's called. Um, we made some pretty good progress last night. I just felt like I was kind of hitting the wall when it came to just learning the pattern. Welcome to stream, William. I need to turn my TV down. Probably gonna, yeah. Just felt like it was a little bit loud. Nice, William. You just got home from France. Well, when you're in Europe, you can do so much more traveling than you really can. Here in the States. I mean, don't get me wrong, traveling from state to state is nice, but it's just like there's not much variance between like a lot of areas. You either have like country, rural, or in like rural areas, or like city dense fucking city places, or like towns. Like I don't know. I feel like across the states, I've been to so many different states at this point, and they all kind of feel the same. There's not much of like differentiating them, I guess. All right, give me 1 second. Just trying to make sure the sound is good. Yeah, Dancing Lion seems kind of like a gimmicky boss, but oh my god, is it really having me sign into my shit again? All right, give me 1 second. The fuck? Hmm. What the fuck? Okay. This is just so annoying. They forced me to change my password every so often, so I'm like, okay, I fucking do it. And then I try to sign in on my computer, and it's like, yeah, that's the wrong password. I'm like, what the fuck? How many times can I? Oh my fucking god. 5 emails? Alright, sorry about that. It's not one thing, it's another. Damn. Yeah, I like Star Wars. I don't know, I feel like it was kind of diminishing returns. Like, you know, it started off pretty good, and obviously they did a lot with a low budget. And then I feel like the 2000s Star Wars movies just kind of got too much hate. And then the sequels were just, in my opinion, just fucking boring. There was just not much going on. A lot fucking going on. Oh fuck! Started sprinting instead of running. Fuck! God, forgot to take my ADHD meds this morning. My brain is fucking goo today. Felt like I spent like 4 hours shopping. Grocery shopping is honestly like my least favorite thing. Oh, damn, that was almost it. I was playing very sloppily. I like hammers, William. They're pretty solid. I feel like my only thing is they seem bordering overpowered in certain circumstances. Oh, damn. I'd say I mean I like katanas quite a bit. Um, I feel like they got a little meta at a certain point, but at the same time I don't know, I like the stance breaking and chain kind of combat with it. I just tend to be more of a dex oriented player for the most part anyway, so that was just me playing sloppily. Alright, I need to go get something to drink. Okay, just fucking whiffed that. My controller completely missed. Alright, I need to take my medicine. I completely forgot this morning. Well, William, it's an ADHD med. It's just like a non-stimulant medication to help with your focus. I was diagnosed with ADHD over 2 years ago. Definitely, looking back on my childhood, it made a lot of sense. I don't really talk about it a lot here on the channel because, I don't know, it's my private business, and I don't really think it's super important to talk about, but there are definitely days where you can see how my focus is extremely, inconsistent, and I'm very all over the place. I just figured it was something that I clarify what's going on, because a lot of my thoughts become a little disjointed or disconnected, and I find it harder to just express myself in general. It's something that I don't know. I know a lot of people can definitely empathize with it, but I don't know. I don't ever want it to be, want anyone to view it as like an excuse or what have you. I don't know. I feel like it's something that a lot of people judge quite heavily, so I don't really talk about it often because of that as well. You know, I was always told as a kid in school that I was, I was capable of genius level thought, but I also at the same time was always being told that I was lazy, that I wasn't doing enough, even though when I felt like I would do what, above and beyond like what people thought was capable of me, taking advanced classes every year and shit like that. And it eventually kind of hit that boiling point where I just kind of gave up or just became very apathetic in every end of my life, because it's like, when you're told that you're capable of great things, you're always going to try to do more and more and go above and beyond what you think you're capable of, but at the same time, it puts a ridiculous amount of stress and pressure on you from a young age, where you kind of feel like if you don't perform, then people, not to say they won't love you, but people will be disappointed in you. And I've kind of felt like my whole life that people, various people in my life, whether they say it or not, I can feel that they're disappointed in me not living up to whatever expectations they thought was possible for me. And I think it really is what caused me so much stress and anxiety as a kid. Was just constantly feeling like people were disappointed in me to an extent. It's because if something isn't like super interesting to me, I find it increasingly more difficult to engage and maintain focus with that thing. So say that, growing up, that would be chores, schoolwork, etc. And the thing I was focused on or hyperfixated on being video games or movies, TV shows, etc. It's shitty because, when you say it that way, people will be like, you're just lazy, but it eventually hits that point where even the things that you like doing don't provide you any sort of satisfaction, and you have no drive or motivation to complete anything. Even things that you like. I remember spending hours and hours just perusing my catalog of games with complete decision paralysis. I had so much that I felt like I wanted to do, but at the same time, just the whole concept of having to decide among those things built up so much pressure where I just like didn't end up doing anything. You know, and I've talked to medical professionals and talked to, I'm going to a psychiatrist and shit, but it's just like, I don't know. Everyone has their own problems, so most of the time when they're watching YouTube, they don't want to hear about, you know, I assume that they don't want to hear about my problems. Obviously, people have been concerned for me in the past. I've been concerned for Pops, because Pops has his own, you know, demons, as some people put it, you know. You can see when Pops has had struggles in his personal life, it's been reflected in the content in the past. So, like, something that you almost never want to bring up, but at the same time, like, I feel like sometimes calling attention to it, these builds a little bit of context for the viewers, so they don't think that there's, not to say that there's anything malicious, but it's just like, some people, I don't know, some people feel like they're owed everything, and then other people feel like they're owed nothing when it comes to the personal details. And there's a fine line between that. Like, I feel like I like to fill you guys in when necessary, but at the same time, I'm not gonna overshare about my personal life on stream, because ultimately you guys are here for, you know, to have fun. What the fuck? Some bullshit. Like, this is supposed to be an enjoyable experience. So, but if you ever wonder what's going on, sometimes in Pops have various personal problems and issues that we're trying to resolve. So it's not that we're ever upset at you guys or not enjoying ourselves. It's really just that there's likely other things on our mind. God, I wish this fucking allergy medicine worked. I do shit. Yeah, I know, Chief. Take care. Well, I definitely understand what that's like, William. I've definitely had my fair share of anxiety. And I think everyone has. It's just to what extent it affects your life and how regularly, you know, you have panic attacks and shit. Like, I think anxiety is a regular feeling, and there's reasons to be anxious, but then when it's like you have those crippling feelings of anxiety and you can't point the finger at anything, or you have no real reason as to why you're feeling that way, like, social anxiety is kind of that way, because, at least for me, because I've never really been identifiably an extrovert or an introvert. I feel like there are just periods where I need more social time than others, and then there are periods where I can be completely isolated and be alright. I don't know. I think it really matters where my head's at. I feel like I'm gonna be able to, I guess maybe not improve, it's not the right word, but like, if I'm gonna have a positive social interaction with my friends, for example, yeah, I'm gonna want to go and hang out. But if I feel like I'm gonna just make the situation generally worse, why would I even include myself in the group, I guess? I'm just feeling kind of shitty. I don't know if it's something I ate or what. First I thought maybe it was allergy. Hope I'm not like coming down with. I need to punish more of the attacks. Boss. You saw last night that there's definitely a flinch this boss. There it is. Well. I know, Chief. Oh no! Can you believe it? Yeah, even Chief can't believe it. You want to go back outside? Oh, okay. You're just okay. Right, give me 1 second. All right. Back. You know me, I refuse to use the fucking summon signs. Oh god, it is so punishing if you fucking accidentally use an item that has nothing left. God damn it. I always forget. Alright. That's my buddy Landon. I hate that attack the most. I hate that one the most. Yeah, I totally understand that feeling, William. We also unfortunately lost a cat recently. I think just under a month ago. We had emotes for him, so he'll always live on here. Pops was saying, I'm glad that after a while I started taking pictures of him because nobody else really did. That's just such an awkward size. Target lock doesn't really work. Well, yeah, I totally get the feeling of wanting to get another cat, especially if you don't have any other animals. Dumb. Ugh. When will I fucking learn? Manny! Welcome to stream, bud. Good to see you, man. Manny, you should stream Majora's Mask speed runs when you're confident. I'd love to watch some of that. God. I didn't know lizards lived that long, William. I had a friend who had a lizard that lived like 3 months or some shit. I think he said that it got some sort of illness though, so some sort of respiratory issue. Ugh, dodged the wrong way. Ugh, fuck. I'm just too comfortable using target lock, and this boss is just erratic and large. Just fucking makes a horrible combo. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Trying to multitask. Favorite color underwear, Dre. I like a good gray pair of underwear. I have a lot of gray underwear. There you go. Got the inside scoop. Oh, I can't jump that thing. What the fuck is he doing up there? Wish I could find a streak for that fucking move. Damn. Yes! Whew! I was getting stuck in the fucking corner there. I was just trying my best to fight back. I was locked in. Oh yeah, I thought I was screwed. Welcome, welcome, Jack. Good to have you. Free. Indeed. Oh my gosh, what a fantastic view. Oh shit, I probably should have spent these runes. Oh shit, Chief needs to come in. gonna hide here. I'm gonna go bring Chief in. Hi. He was trying to eat my fucking tomatoes. Luckily, he can't get over the little bit of chicken wire we threw up there. Trying to catch my breath. No secret. Everyone's lying. Fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, I guess I could have talked to that guy. This is probably only one level, if that. Hmm. Yeah, experience is new. I've noticed it's actually very helpful. Like when you guys like chat a bunch or like you know, throw up emojis or emotes and stuff. Um when that EXP goes up for each of you individually, for some reason it pushes the stream more and more. Like I'm willing to bet our 115 person live stream was just because we had so many people talking in chat. It's not even enough. Do I have... Oh, I have other souls. Oh, shit. I prefer Star Wars out of those three. But even then, like I said earlier, Star Wars kind of started falling off over time. I liked Star Wars a lot more than I did. Hmm. Yeah, I I don't know. Lord of the Rings never could really maintain my attention. There's too much going on. I would rather watch Game of Thrones if I were to consume something of that variety, that type of fantasy. What the fuck do I do up here? Agreed. Yeah, I feel like there are moments with like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, like, well, all three of those IPs really have formed pop culture quite a bit, regardless of how much we like them. I think it's more so, like, how much of the good moments do each of those things, uh, like, do each of them have? Like, I mean, it's undeniable the impact that Star Wars has made on pop culture, but it got so much worse as time went on. How the fuck do I open this? William? I don't know. I guess it also just matters what age like those like each of those things are introduced to you. Mm. Woo! Thank you for 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day. That's quite a long time to be a member, Manny. I knew this was gonna be some cryptic bullshit. There was no way I was gonna find this out. I'm gonna head northwest. I just hate when areas connect to other areas in like inconsistent fucking ways. I don't even know where. God, I wish things could just be straight, like a little bit more fucking straightforward at this point. just pissing me off. Like, I don't think I didn't think things needed to be more complicated. I don't know, man. This shit makes no fucking sense. Like, there, that clue that they gave me was never. I was never gonna think to go fucking here. And I'm not even in the right area. I have any of the fucking map fragments. It's making things a little bit difficult. I think it's like here. My family watched it a bit, William. I'm not a big horror fan in general. This is definitely one of those things that I didn't miss about this game. It has like it acts like it's open world, but it's fucking not. Like you have to go to weird linear destinations throughout the lands between to fucking end up anywhere. Like, and it's just so annoying. Some of the different fucking ways it pushes you to go fucking through the areas. It's just like, I wish they connected a little bit more seamlessly. Like, that's what I do miss the most about Dark Souls, is it feels at least like you could fucking logically find your way through the game. Whereas, like, I don't feel like most people will beat Elden Ring or get through most of these segments without a fucking guide. Or a map, at least. It's frustrating to me personally, because I'm not someone who always like prefers linear games, but like I want it to be that I can progress on my own. What's the question, Jack? ROR. Risk of Rain? Yeah, if it's Risk of Rain, then yeah, I liked Risk of Rain too. I think I might just fucking try to find all the map fragments. It's frustrating. I honestly don't like unlocking a map like this anymore. The longer time goes on, I'm getting fucking sick of uncovering a whole map. Like, I want it to be I don't know. Maybe it's just my preferences are changing as I'm getting older, but it's just frustrating as hell. And it's also like there's just so much. You know what I mean? Like when there's so fucking many directions you can go in, you're bound to fucking miss things. Like I don't get me wrong, it's kind of stupid that I missed this map fragment over here, but there was also so many directions that I felt like I could go in. Just an idiot, I guess. I went everywhere but there. Why can't I enter my fucking... That's... I don't know why, but this map just seems fucking disjointed. Sometimes I almost wish games put less emphasis on the exploration part, because if it's fun to explore, you shouldn't have to do it. You should want to. Like, I don't know. You shouldn't be forced to explore the world. You should want to look through every nook and cranny of it. Maybe that doesn't make sense. But ultimately, I just feel like, for me, games force... I feel like too many games force me to progress one way or another without me decide, like, being able to, like... It's the illusion of choice. You know, where it seems like there are so many different things that you could do, but in reality, you have to do one of a handful of things. Like, out of a handful of options, you have to do one of, or else you can't progress in some way or another. I guess I just kind of yearn for a little bit of a simpler kind of game. Like a game that you can kind of just hop on, play for, you know, some time and not feel like it takes a whole lot out of it. Like, that's what I loved about, you know, COD Zombies, is it's something that you can, like, it's round-based, so you just kind of, you know, go about it however way you want to. You can play for a couple hours, you can play for just, you know, 15-20 minutes. Whereas, like, I feel like I continuously find myself, unless I'm streaming, I find myself so unmotivated to play games. And I love playing games, but it's just like, I feel like there's just so much decision thought that goes into playing games sometimes. And that's obviously why a lot of people just like Nintendo a lot, because they are games with a lot of depth typically, but you don't have to fucking like rack your brain on how to play them. Not to say Nintendo games are perfect by any means. I just feel like they're easier to consume. Like, the more open world titles that the industry throws at us, the more fucking, you know, sick of it, I guess everyone gets. It's just like, because you can only do the fucking open world things so many times before it's like, yep, you did it. You did it the same way everyone else has been doing it for fucking years. Like, you expect applause? Like, not saying that about Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the exception, for sure. I do just wish sometimes things connected a little better. Made a little bit more sense. No, I mean, and I like Risk of Rain because it is one of those games, Jack, where you can kind of just, you can pop it on for, you know, an hour or two and feel satisfied. You know, you don't feel like you necessarily have to knit yourself to super lengthy playthrough. If you want to just give up when you're bored, then you can. I wish there were more MMOs that were doing things the right way. Like, it seems like all of the classic MMOs are just kind of fizzling out, and, you know, the only MMO I ever really spent any time in is just kind of fucking died with a fart, like they always do. Like, why do MMOs just fucking shoot themselves in the foot and never have like a good natural fucking ending? I mean, I get it. It's almost like the antithesis of almost like the antithesis of MMO ending, but it's just like, to an extent, you want a fucking closure point where you can feel like, yeah, I don't have to really do it. Like, and for me, Destiny and the Final Shape did not provide that at all. Truly, like, it was just anticlimactic fucking shark. And as I see as time goes on, it only gets. I just wish I could get invested in an online game. It's been so long since I gave a shit about an online experience. Alright, Jack, thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good one. Ooh, a dungeon. Fun. Oh. So that's what's going on, eh? God, who built this fucking place? How deep is this shit? Oh, okay. Damn. He cooked with that one. That's a pretty cool boss. I'm digging it. Fucking wombo combo right there. I'm just glad that I don't really get quite as pissed as I used to. Like, when I was younger, games used to, even if it was my favorite game, it was pissing me off so much that I was fucking screaming at the top of my lungs, like, daily. And that's just not, I don't know, sometimes you get pissed. And then other times you get excited and, you know, say you died some anticlimactic way, then you're like, okay, well, you got kind of frustrated that it ended that way. Dead. God damn! How many times you gonna fucking do that? Oh, I'm dead. What the fuck? What the fuck was that, man? Did you see how many times he chained that fucking lightning attack? That was insane. That's nuts, man. I still feel like the first little dungeon boss might be one of my favorites so far for the DLC. The guy who has the crossbow and he just fucking spams it, like... Poke. Yeah, it was dumb. Yeah, chokehold to fucking death right there. So, recently I got rid of a sizable chunk of my Pokemon collection because I'm just kind of fucking done with it, man. I mean, I really do have so much nostalgia for my childhood when it comes to certain generations of Pokemon. But at this point, I just fucking hate the way everyone's treating it as a hobby. It's no longer fun to collect. So aside from, like, the cards I'm never gonna get rid of, I just, like... I was just sick of fucking looking at it, man, because it made me just think about how fucking horrible people are. Kept making me, like... I mean, I'm never gonna get rid of my classic stuff that I got from, you know, my grandpa, but, like... when it comes to some of the newer stuff, I just got rid of anything I didn't have any sentimental value or like sentimental attachment to. Like 151, I'm never gonna get rid of that set, and I do still intend to finish it at some point with Pops. It's still kind of like probably gonna be my send-off for Pokemon because it's like we have a lot of the harder to get cards and they're, you know, I really do like the art, the full arts in the modern generation, but I'm sick of hunting. You know, I'm sick of chasing, really. Like, it's not really fun anymore with the way that other people are going about doing it, that it's just like, what's the point, you know? What's the point of collecting when everyone else is treating it as solely a way to make money? Like, that's literally the only reason that they're fucking in it. The same people who would make fun of you for liking this kind of shit, you know, in high school, they're fucking all now collecting it because it's worth a bunch of money. Just like, it's fucking just ruining the hobby. And it's like that with any TCG at this point. At least any of the mainstream ones. I think it'd be fucking cool if there were Dark Souls cards, but I know that would still get fucking ruined somehow. I was waiting for some fucking bleed stack. I'd collect Manny the Mormon cards if you made them. Just like every location Manny's been plastered at. I don't know. It sucks that, you know, people will always find ways to make money out of even the most, you know, minuscule things. Like, it sucks because I didn't think Pokemon really got good until the more modern generation with the full arts and shit. And it's like now that we're there, people just really look, they're like, well, is this set gonna make me money? Well, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna sell a bunch of sealed product, and then, you know, fuck the actual collecting part of it. Half the time they're just cutting the middleman out and selling the fucking sealed product. Anyone saying they're holding on to a sealed collection, I don't know. I mean, most of the time they're just, oh, I'm fucking dead again, huh? Insta-kill? No. But yeah, that's the end of my Pokemon rant. I just wish people were a little bit more, I don't know. I wish people were more considerate for younger people, because I know that if I was like 12 right now, I would be fucking furious, like, that I couldn't get my hands on any Pokemon, but like, I don't know, it's kind of run its course, ultimately, and it's not like the new Pokemon, like, they haven't made good new Pokemon since arguably fucking Black and White, or, you know, maybe there were some good ones in X and Y. But it's been a while since there's been a good Pokemon game, anyway. I still think the best game is Soul Silver, and I think a lot of people would agree that Heart Gold and Soul Silver are probably the best fucking Pokemon games that exist. It just sucks that even when it comes to video game collecting, which, you know, the only other thing that I've really grown up collecting, it's still another situation where you can't even find any, like, I don't know, sometimes, not that it's about fucking finding the deal, but it's like, sometimes it's nice to fucking almost get a win. Like, where otherwise you'd never be able to afford something. Like, there were a couple times, you know, I remember there's some stories growing up where Dad found a sealed copy of Pokemon Blue for like fucking $15, $30. It was super cheap. And it was just like, it's cool to get a win. You know what I mean? It's almost like feeling like you got a win tossed your way. But when everyone can look things up, nothing's gonna ever be in the wild. And the whole fun part of collecting is fucking, you know, kind of finding things on your own, finding them in the wild. Like, flea markets are just horrible now. Everyone thinks that they're gonna get the maximum amount of value out of their quote-unquote investment, and it's like, everyone can't make the fucking highest amount of value on the product. It's already a second-hand fucking product. Like, it's already been sold once. Like, probably more than that. Half the time it's been through fucking a dozen hands, and everyone thinks they're gonna get the maximum value. dodged into it. Might be able to get away. Dead. Yeah, Google's ruined the market for any collectible, really. I still like to buy local if I can, but I mean, even my local card store, they're fucking assholes. Like, there was one time where I was gonna, you know, maybe, you know, kind of have a come up. You know, something hadn't moved in a long time. The sticker was like $20, $30 cheaper. Dude fucking adjusted it. He's like, I don't think this is how much this is worth anymore. He fucking Googles it, adjusts it on the fly. Like, it's like, no fucking integrity. Like, and marks it up like 40, like, even more than, like, it was actually worth. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm never coming here again, and I will never tell someone else to go there, and I will never go to that place again personally. It's just like, I don't know. It's, why does everyone feel like they need to extract the maximum value out of every fucking transaction? Like, that is the fucking problem with capitalism, ultimately. It's like, everyone thinks they're gonna be the fucking person to make the money. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah, I mean, Pops has been like that in a couple situations where, I mean, he's just trying to make, like, he's trying to not lose money. Where it's like, he will sell it for the same price or, like, barely, like, $10 more just to make sure that it gets into the hands of the right person. I remember one time he had sold a Nintendo Wii for, like, no profit. He just wanted to make sure that someone else who really wanted one for their family got one. I thought that was really awesome. I'm dead. That must have sucked though, dude. Being able to see Cypress Hill in concert would be fucking awesome. God, that fucking... Ugh. You've seen them 5 times live? That's sick. Damn. That was disgusting. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, see, the first hit of that ground lightning is nothing, but then the second one is fucking nuts. Whew. Yes! Woo! That's fucking fun. Whew. Hi. Hi, Chief. must have woke Chief up. He was napping in the hallway last time I saw him. Have a good one, Dre. It was good to see you, man. Continue that awesome work with DuckTales. I'm so proud of you. So cool to have someone that awesome as a part of our community. Dad was just telling me the other day about your most recent fucking time improvement. Is this like the only thing here? Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. God. Sorry, give me 1 second. My fucking phone died. That was, fortunate. Alright, sorry about that. fucking one shot? Holy shit. That NPC does not fuck around. That's a pretty cool sword. Nice. That's that. I think. What do we replace it with? That's a boost, that's a boost, that's a boost. So if we can get some more flasks in our spare time, we can replace this. Bye. Oh, nice. Fucking quashed me right there. Is it, Chief? Damn. Certainly a fantastic fight. I get the hype. I definitely do. Very reminiscent of early Dark Souls. As well as it definitely screams Dark Souls 3 as well. At least in design. I'm stuck on something. I'm trying to still learn the pattern. Opening there. Okay. That was better. That was better for sure. I'm trying not to over-rely on the magic ability because I feel like it is a little OP. Trying to send a little bit of boundaries for myself. That was better. Could have used my flasks a little better. I feel like that time around. Giving Ponce of Sullivan vibes here for sure. On. Welcome home, Pops. Yeah. That'd be fun. Pretty cheap for a Lego set. Considering I feel like they have smaller sets for more. Yeah. Damn. All right, that's the farthest I've been so far. It really does feel like some fucking Lord of the Rings shit, though. I know we were talking about that earlier in chat. Well, just like we're, I'm dodging all the series of blows, then then fucking she's throwing a magic beam, I'm throwing a magic beam, I'm dodging, poking her with my sword, like. Oh, that was just bad timing on my part. Damn. I hadn't even seen that move yet. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is probably my favorite boss so far. Oh, I fucking dodged into it. Dodged too early. Thinking of saving my flask for halfway almost.
You know, Souls games are the games that makes me realize that those are the ones that maybe that's why people want to see us. It's like lots of silence. Okay.
I'm also not trying to overuse my overpowered ability because I could just ability spam through this, and I'm trying to make it, you know, more of a challenge.
Oh, I see.
Definitely need to jump over that orb attack. That's new. Chief, you can't be outside. He's cutting the grass. You can't be out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When he's done cutting the back, you can go outside, but until then, you can't. Lay down. Go lay down. You can't go outside while he's cutting the grass. Go. Go on. Chief, go lay down. Chief, go lay down! Try not to get loud with him, but it's literally like I can't do anything about it. Like, he can't go outside right now. Not like he hasn't been out like fucking 5 times today. Lay down. Fuck. I drank the other one. I was close. That was pretty close. If I wouldn't have used the fucking wrong flask a couple times, I think I would have gotten that one. That was shit. Damn. Those fucking combos. Damn. Damn. Okay, okay. Forgot about that third slam. Fuck. The fucking swords were... God. You can stack... Bro, she can stack so many fucking attacks on top of each other. Like... I was so worried about getting hit in the middle of the air by all of those fucking swords that I didn't dodge the fucking other attack. Damn it. Really thought that was it. God. God damn it. stun locked. I got fucking stun locked. That's exactly what I was worried about last time. God damn it. That was it. That was fucking it. Shit. That is fucking... Ugh. There it is, baby. One flask remaining. Holy shit. That was a good one. Definitely the best so far. Whew. Just had to lock in. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've had so much fun. Shout out to everyone who stopped by today. Shout out to... Here, go all the way back to the start. Shout out to William. Shout out to Pops, of course, for moderating, as well as, I think, Matthew showed up again. Shout out to Matthew. As well as Manny DeMormon, of course, for moderating as well. And I think we had a new face today as well. Just trying to... Regardless, thank you guys all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support us. As always, it's been Brave from the Vid-Bits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Peace.